Welcome back. The Immortal John Hancock here with an update to my Color TV Game 6. Now, I did a video of this. It was pretty popular on my channel, and a lot of people were interested on checking out Nintendo's first console. Unfortunately, the first video, it wasn't working. That's right. It wasn't working. I don't know what was wrong with it. Couldn't get it to work. Well, update. Tozai Export was nice enough to go get it repaired for me and send it back to me. And so here it is, and I would like to talk about some simple tips when you are hooking up your Pong units to get the best picture. You know, a lot of these units, they're finicky, they don't like a bunch of different TVs, there could be lots of little problems that people can overlook. So in this video, I'm going to showcase what the TV Game 6 looks like working, as well as some simple tips on how to get the best out of your Pong units. Let's check it out. You know, I'm going to give some simple tips on how to have the best picture for your Pong machine on your CRT. And I think the first step is to use a CRT. Now, this is a newer one. Some Pong units have issues with the newer flat screen CRTs. And so you just have to experiment. This one, this one works with my Pong units. And so I've had this around a long time. I got it at a PRGE a few years back, and so yeah, I got it free. And this is just a Sylvania. It's a DVD little small screen, so these are pretty nice. Now, you need to get one of these. This is just a VCR. And you're like, why do I need a VCR? Because, you know, you're gonna get a better screen if you hook this VCR to your CRT, if your CRT can take AV inputs. And so I use this to input, I use this to capture, I use this for a lot of the old school gaming units. I actually hooked this up to my FrameMeister. That's how I captured my TV Game 15. I'm actually using an old school VCR. I've had this was donated, it's been beat up, it's been lugged around for a long time. I'm really thankful that someone gave this to me. I've had this in my collection probably about 10 years and really thankful for it. It's not even a great VCR. It doesn't need to be great. It just, you know, this is just a great trick for hooking up old things. And so now the next thing, you need to have fresh batteries. Now I use these Rayovac. I don't know, you can use whatever brand you want. I've had good luck with these. And the other thing is, you can't keep your batteries in your Pong units. Please take them out. And so that's really important. The other little simple trick is, if you have issues with your batteries kind of moving around in the battery compartment, you can use simple aluminum foil. And I used it right here actually in the TV Game 6. It was a little bit loose. And so right there, I just put a little square in between both the batteries, and yeah, voila. And so the other thing too, especially on, you know, import, especially Color TV Game 6 units, is this. You need one of these, just a simple small screwdriver, and right here you can adjust the picture. That's right. And you know, on the old Atari 2600s, this is inside, but you can adjust the picture inside. And these are super important to know this, because I actually got this back and I had to adjust the picture inside, and now it looks great. So using this, you can adjust the picture right there, and it's gonna look super awesome. So totally recommend that. All right, here we go, and I'm gonna explain why you should set your Pongs up using an old school VCR. And so I've tried this TV Game 6 on numerous TVs and setups, and I think I have it dialed in now. Okay, I showed some other things, you know, adjusting the batteries, making sure your batteries are new, adding some foil if your battery compartment's a little bit loose, and adjusting it on the back if your Pong unit has it. And so what I haven't talked about is using a VCR. Now, I have the Pong unit hooked up to the VCR, which is then hooked up to this TV right here in the front with AV cables, composite, and I have it dialed in. I want to show you how it looks. And so I'm going to turn this off. So you have to have your VCR. It's nice to have the ones with the channel option. It's set to channel 10. I don't know why, but it works on channel 10. And my other TV Game 15 did not work on channel 10, so I don't know why. Alright, here we go. As you can see, a very nice clean signal, and I'm going to explain some of the different controls on this. By moving your knob up and down on the Color TV Game 6, doesn't matter how fast you do it, it goes at the same speed. That was a problem, and they fixed that in later revisions, and so it was just it was an issue. So TV Game 15 fixed that, but see, I could spin this fast and slow, and it's the same speed. Okay. This second switch here adjusts the player size. These first two switches actually do that. The player size. This switch right here is the speed of the ball. So you can have it slow, which I recommend on the TV Game 6. It's almost impossible with fast. And then you put on fast, and it gets pretty crazy. And then this is adjusting how many player bats you have, or players that you have on the screen, doubles or singles. Okay. All right. So the big green button is reset. Okay, you can reset the game, and then this one's a power button. Now, this is really important, okay, because if your Color TV Game 6 is adjusted correctly, mine wasn't. I had to adjust it when I received it back with a screwdriver. Okay, it should have 3 distinct colored playing fields. Okay, this is the first one to the far left. And what do you notice is stuff in the screen here, and it might be hard to see on the camera, so apologize. So what that is like these things that the ball can adjust the angle once it hits. And so I'll just go ahead and take this off here and go ahead and do a slow. See, does that? It's really cool. It actually adds like a lot of variety to this game. So that's pretty sweet. So you have that. So this player screen on the back is blue with like a green background, and the balls should be white. Okay. The middle one is red. I've shown that quite a bit, and then the far one is green. If you go on like Wikipedia, because I was trying to figure out like why was my screen not matching up with the Wikipedia screen, which showed green, and so that's the 3 main game versions that you have on this, and then you have some variations with switches and levers in between. I want this to be helpful to Pong collectors. You know, it's one thing, I enjoy playing my Pong units. I do like them working, and it's super ecstatic that I finally have this working. I'm really, really happy to have this in my collection, a fully operational TV Game 6. So there you have it. So there you have it. Pretty awesome. Really happy to have this in my collection working and flawlessly. And so thank you, Tozai Export, for reaching out to me and fixing it. And they didn't have to. And so I was really happy to see that this is now fully functional. And so thank you very much. As well as, do you have any extra tips when dealing with Pong units? Love to hear it in the comments below. And there you have it. Working TV Game 6. And happy to have this in my collection as I pursue more of these classic vintage Nintendo consoles from Japan and yesteryear and a long time ago, and having them work. I can't tell you how I felt when I first saw it working. It was just like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is like the very first console Nintendo made, and it was awesome. So it was just great seeing it working. So thank you so much for people continuing to tune into my humble channel as I march towards 80,000 subs. I'm getting closer. I'm getting really close, actually, to that. So you folks are wonderful and beautiful. Thank you for the support. This is the Immortal John Hancock. You take care. And continuing to do my shout outs to smaller channels, this one goes out to Retro Raider. He's got a great retro gaming channel. Check it out.